So welcome to our team call tonight, you guys. I'm going to kick it off. I have 3 announcements, and then Gretchen is going to go over. Do you have my spec sheet?
Yeah.
It's called the Value Journey Worksheet. So we're going to get to work, help you guys create more content for your followers and more value in a way that, in my opinion, will eventually. Hi, Chloe. Will eventually help us, still have all of the conversations and whatnot, but create business, even while we're sleeping. So quickly, the announcements that I have, first and foremost, we are starting local hangouts. So just to clear up any confusion, these local hangouts are going to be for all of Fit Vibes Tribe, no matter where you're located. So I have a file that I'm calling it like my organizer file, something where, so we're going to have people in certain locations that will organize locally. So I'm in Southern Maine. So our first event is going to be the first Saturday of September. It's September 7th. And we're all doing brunch somewhere. So if you're in Southern Maine, I'm going to pick a place, stop by. If you're in Boston, you can pick a place. If you're in Western New York, you can pick a place. If no one is in your place, which is very possible, I challenge you to still go, like bring your spouse or bring a friend. And the whole idea eventually is to start connecting with more coaches, but no matter who you go with, share a boomerang with our group. Maybe we'll come up with a hashtag or something. And we just want to share on social media too, like that not only are we doing business together, but we're also meeting people, networking, making new friends, etc. So they're all over. We will have a document so that you can contact someone that's near you. Again, if no one is near you, still go. Still, I'm telling you to go have brunch somewhere, so you can't. No one should complain about that. And it's going to be the first Saturday every month, a different event. This time we're doing brunch. Other ideas were maybe bowling or laser tag or maybe just walking or something fun like that. So that's the first one. So be on the lookout for your local hangout. Number 2, summit tickets, I believe, are $150. We have a huge group of us going now. You will be a part of the team when you go. So if you're nervous to go, just know that you will probably room and stay with a whole bunch of us while we're in New Orleans. And tickets are cheaper. They're only going to keep going up and up the closer we get to New Orleans next year. And lastly, we are going to do a push to NLC. I know a whole bunch of us are pushing for Diamond, which, by the way, locking in Diamond or a strong Diamond by this Thursday, right? Yeah, the 22nd or 23rd is how you're going to earn your ticket for free to our Disney retreat. Now, to actually earn the Disney retreat, you need to lock in Diamond rank by October 2nd, I believe, and hold it for 6 weeks. While we're doing all of that, I really want you guys focused on the bigger picture. Diamond is amazing, but we want to get you guys to build businesses with other leaders, even if the first leader is your spouse. So we want to get as many people as possible to the New Leader Conference. Ashley LaSure isn't on this call tonight, but she and I went together and we both agreed that it was like our most favorite event ever because it was the first time outside of Summit or any other event that corporate truly treats you like a leader and like gives you separate training that you actually need. No more of just like how to grow your Instagram, which you do get that too, but you also get access to these celebrity trainers when you're there and, speeches from the top coaches directly to what you need in the business right now. So that's what we're really pushing for is as many people on Fit Vibes Tribe, and I know Amber's team is doing this too, to go to NLC. It is a game changer for your business, and Gretchen is actually pushing for it as well. So she, I don't know, was talking about maybe doing a message thread or just a post in the team page or something. So set your vision on that. To earn that, you need to be 1-star Diamond by some date in November. So shoot for October. And again, that 1 Diamond could be your spouse, which will help with income as well. So without all of that, I will pass it over to Gretchen and get started on our topic of the night.
Okay, so tonight's call technically is a what's working call. So at the very end, I'm going to try to remember to ask you guys if there is anything working for you that you want to share. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, okay. I'm paranoid. I'm always quiet. Okay, so do you guys already have a pen and paper ready? We're taking notes. So, okay, Coley's got it at least. If you don't, grab something right now. I'm going to touch briefly on something I already touched on the last call, just to remind you guys what we're going to be doing. Hey, Ambreen. So this, and do we have a way that, can you share this in the thread so they can see?
Can I share a picture
from the
here?
digital marketer?
I don't know if I can share a picture in the chat. Let me see.
Okay, pineapples.
Well, I just want to see if it'll show.
Maybe share in Fit Vibes Tribe. Anyways, so what we're gonna do, if you guys can, you don't have to read this, I'm just gonna show you. So, and this is the value journey worksheet. And this is completely different than how we've been inviting people so far. And they were comparing this to actual relationships. So I mentioned this last time, but the presenter was saying that your customer needs to go through all of these steps in the right order. And you could compare it to relationships. So in relationships, everything has to go in a specific order in order for you to feel a connection with that person. So he was talking about romantic relationships. So first it's verbal and just like voice to voice. Then at some point it's hand to shoulder, then hand to waist, then mouth to mouth. And then, like it's the whole process of how a relationship goes. And what I thought was interesting was that if you miss one or two of those things, there were 17 steps. And if you miss one or two of them, it was fine. People didn't really notice. But if you missed 3, that's when a woman would feel assaulted. So, which just blew my mind. I feel like our potential customers that we're inviting to are feeling assaulted because we're jumping from here to here. We're forgetting these 4 steps. So what we're going to do tonight is work on this. And I'm going to have you guys actually write things down, and I will be calling people out. And if you don't have an answer when I call you out, that's fine. We'll work on it together because I'm sure other people won't have answers too. So were you able to do it or no?
I just posted the sheet in the Fit Vibes Tribe event for tonight for what's working. And it's filled out. I don't have a blank one yet.
So we can get you guys a blank one, but for now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 different boxes or 8 different categories. If you wanted to follow the spreadsheet, you can, or just bullet points is fine. So we are actually going to start in the ladder because that's what we're all used to. That is like what we want them to eventually get. So right here, the bottom of the ladder, that is the ascend thing. Oh, okay. So the bottom piece of it is the core offer. So for all of us in Beachbody, that's going to be a bundle. It's going to be Beachbody On Demand, maybe Ultimate Portion Fix, all of the different types of bundles that we have. And then you upsell 3 different times or more. And he was saying that people will pay for speed, automation, and access. So for speed, what's going to help them get results faster? Recover because they won't be sore? Great, that's an upsell. Energize because they'll have more energy so they'll actually want to do the workouts consistently? That's an upsell. So upsell is basically what we've been doing as add-ons. So in your little ladder or bullet points, whatever you're doing, I want you to, this one's not as creative as the other boxes, but we'll do one of the bundles and then think of any type of add-ons that you can do. And obviously it'll be different per customer, like collagen might be for someone, the pre-workout or post-workout, or maybe the 7 containers. Are there 7 containers? I think there's how many there are. The containers for the portion fix. So write down right now things that you can think of to add on that will increase the speed of results, automation or personalization, as well as access. Access could be to Fit Vibes or Fit Squad Nation, or if they're a discount coach, Fit Vibes Tribe.
On that note, I think a lot of people go for the challenge packs out and completely forget to say, you're going to be a part of our community and you're going to be a part of this. And we're doing on Fridays, we wear black, and we might start, Monday calls just to check in. So remember that group aspect. It's nothing that we can sell. We can't charge them extra for it, but in this case, it's just better. It's easy to mention that, and that alone will create extra value.
Which I think is a good point too, because they could join any Beachbody coach. Why would they want to join someone on our team? Because we have X, Y, and Z. So those can be upsells too, even though technically it's not a cost. Coley, what do you have written down?
Energize, 3-day refresh.
Ooh, good one.
And collagen, because that's huge with the population right now.
Yeah, collagen. Nice. Okay. So I'm not going to call on anyone else because I feel like this is one that's pretty simple. But do you guys all have things written down for your core value and then upsells?
Core offer. So everyone here, the core offer is a challenge pack. And then just remember to keep upselling them based on their goals and what they want.
So moving on to the next one. So if I show you this again, it's probably backwards to you guys. So we're moving backwards. So it's this one here. And that is the excite phase. So the customer gets value from the initial transactions. We're not going to go over the transaction yet. We're going to go backwards. But this excite phase brings them from nice to have to must have. Like they think, oh, this might be cool, to I need this. Or it's their aha moment. So what is going to get them excited? So examples that I wrote down, I'm going to go over my sheet and Sam's sheet. I was at this conference with my virtual physical therapy program in my forefront. So I wrote down that a one-on-one call with me could work. Like I feel like I can spread my passion across a screen so much better than through texting. So one-on-one call with me, joining live guest speaker calls, that they're going to get stronger. That's exciting. Like if people actually see results in 3 days, if they get some, like one of the sampler packs. And also gaining hope. Sam wrote down that they get excited when they avoid a treat, which is huge, especially for emotional eaters. If they say no to something, they're going to be excited about that. Or if they wake up feeling better or feeling happier, or in Sam's case, when she forgot to weigh herself, that's exciting because she was in such a routine of doing that with a negative mindset. When someone asks a question in a group, oh, this was cool. So they suggested that when someone new joins Fit Squad Nation or Fit Vibes Tribe, you have them post in there. Maybe it's a question, maybe it's just a, hey, this is who I am, but they do the hashtag I'm new here at the end. So we can all search for hashtag I'm new here and comment on it. So this new person all of a sudden has 10 people welcoming them into the group. That's really exciting. And they're going to be more likely to realize, oh, this is a community. This is really awesome, and get excited about that. And then the last one Sam wrote down, that they send you their goals or selfie and that you respond personally right away or as soon as you can. So just what is something that you can offer that would get them excited?
And a lot of times, you guys, it's you.
Yeah.
Like literally just a handwritten note from you, a voice message from you. Maybe you call them. I'm not at that level yet, but maybe you call them and just say, hey, how was your Monday? You know, so start thinking. We give you a crap ton of ideas. So start thinking of how you personally can help someone and what would excite you, because that would probably excite your ideal client too.
Yeah. So go ahead and if any of those resonated with you and you're like, yeah, that would make me excited, then go ahead and write that down. If you have any other ideas, go ahead and write those down. But the whole theme for this one is when someone goes from, oh, this might be cool to have, to, oh my God, I need more of this. I want more. Or the aha moment. So I'll give you guys a minute or two to write down some more things. Amber, what excites you? Or what's going to make your client excited?
Sorry, let me get off mute. As soon as I started talking, my neighbor started mowing, so I'm sorry if you can hear this. It is so loud. I've been doing this thing lately where anytime, like for the month of August, any customer, any coach, anything really signs up, I add them to a thread. And so I'm constantly checking in there, like a message thread on Facebook, more than I would be, because in the past, it's easy to kind of not forget about them, but maybe not check in on them as much. And so all of them are like helping each other. And I'm like, hey, Monday, happy Monday. What are you going to do this week? And like really holding their hand rather than just being like, here's the group, here you go, bye.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been good.
I like that. I used to have, this makes me burp a lot. I used to have a free group. I think it was called Fit Free something. I don't know. It was on Facebook. And I would just add things not even fitness related. Like obviously sometimes it was, but other times it would be articles on like how to get better sleep. And I literally would just Google. If I thought of a topic, then I would just Google it and post something that I found. So it took like 5 minutes. Yeah. I did one on pet therapy because I was like snuggling with Finn in the morning thinking like, what can I post today? And Finn was right there. So like, dogs. So like that's a free thing that might excite them. Did you respond to Katie?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Katie, you are correct in what you're saying. So this would be something to excite them before they get a challenge pack. It would excite them so that they would want to get a challenge pack. So, and all of this will make a little bit more sense once we go in order, but we're going to continue reversing it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, so we did our ladder already. This is the excite phase. This is equivalent in a relationship to when you get on a first date. So this is something that it's a micro commitment that gives us the opportunity to get the aha moment. So they need to get something obviously to make them excited. So this would be something ideally that's $20 or less. So it's a micro commitment. So the obvious options are Shakeology Sampler Pack, Energize 10 pack. There's another sampler pack. What is it?
The Shakeology Sampler, the trial?
Oh yeah, the trial, the free 14 days. So it can be $20 or less. It can be free, but if they have a little bit of skin in the game, like $5, $7, $20, it's a little bit more effective. So think about, so other options that I wrote down, again, you could set up a call with me that would, like if you actually, remember this is supposed to be equivalent to a first date. So they have to make a commitment. So you set up a time, like Saturday at 2, let's have a 15-minute call. And you go over with them what a challenge pack is or ask them more questions. Another idea I had today was basically doing a Zoom call and sharing my screen for Beachbody On Demand and showing them, just clicking on a couple of examples. This is what Morning Meltdown is. This is what the meal plan looks like. This is what all of the other options are, and just sending them that. So you can add value in that way to get them excited.
One idea I had for that along those lines is, and it's the guy who presented this had the same issue, and I don't know if you guys feel this too, I suck at signing people up with the BOD trial. I think that, I don't know why, maybe it's how I'm phrasing it, but no one signs up for it. And I think it's because it's too much. And the guy that presented this, he has courses, like on each step we're going through, he has a course that you can purchase to master that step. And he was like, initially we gave a free trial for this whole thing, like more than that. And we found no one was doing it because it was just too much. And so when he was explaining that, I thought for this phase, they would get signed up with a free trial, but the way that I would promote it is give me 2 weeks to try one program with me. Like I'm going to work one-on-one with you. We're going to pick one program and go through it for 14 days and see what kind of progress you can see. So even though they are getting everything, narrowing it down and say, you get 14 days to Morning Meltdown, which not yet, that'll be in October, or 14 days to Transform 20. So just narrowing it down and having that one thing versus you get 700 or 1,000 or however many workouts that we have. That's like overwhelming. So pick something small. Mm-hmm. What else did I have on
mine? You wrote Clean Week. That's a good one.
Yeah, I always forget.
So Sam wrote free trial, promote it as one workout instead of, or just 14 days instead of everything. 1 week in Fit Squad Nation, a 15-minute call with her, a Shakeo sampler pack or Energize pack. Make sure you deliver and build excitement. Oh, and the micro commitment doesn't have to be money. It can be time. So like a one-on-one call, that's free. They're not going to pay you for that, but it's time commitment.
And this is where I think a lot of coaches see success. I'm trying to look and see who's on here now. There's one coach on our team, Jackie. if she can get someone on a phone call, she signs them up in the same day. Versus how many of us spend like weeks, months going back and forth of like conversation. How's your weekend? How's your Monday? How's your week going? Oh, are you interested? Okay. What are your weekend plans? You know, it takes so long. So for me, when he said that it could just be time, I'm like, yeah, so we haven't gotten to this part yet, but like value, value, value. Let's get on a call, sign them up that same day. So I do not like talking on the phone, but that's something that I'm going to try and start doing is once I do have someone interested in learning more, instead of going through all the questions versus in text, I'm going to say, okay, are you free for 10 minutes? So I feel like I can do 10 minutes. They can do 10 minutes, like, you know, like today. And even when I was signing up people with the trial, when it was effective, I would say, great, are you free for 15 minutes tonight or tomorrow morning so that we can go over it so I can show you everything? And everyone was like, yes, and they loved it. And those were the people that eventually signed up too.
So, Brittany Nicole, since you mentioned Clean Week, what else you got on your list?
So, yeah, pretty much. Like, I just put people in a 2-week trial and done the easy introductory program. Super simple, like, and it gives you the meal plan for them. You could also do like Sean Week, which shows like a bunch of different programs together. But otherwise, I just have like give them like an idea one.
Nice, I like it.
I'm writing down Sean Week. Because remember, and I know a couple of you guys, sorry, I don't mean to step in, but a couple of you guys are doing free challenges this week, like a free water challenge or a booty and squat or booty and abs challenge some of you guys are doing. You can do a free group. This is that time commitment, and you have to deliver. It has to be an exciting group so that they can get into the free group, find the excitement, and then want to buy at the end. So free groups can be under this portion too.
Yeah, because this is the point. If you don't deliver, like if you don't give it your all, and maybe even just plan posts on a Sunday so you're not doing it through the week. But if they're not excited here, you're not going to get to the challenge pack phase. So choose something that makes you excited too. If you feel like, oh, I have to host a water challenge again, don't choose that because they're going to sense that from you too. So choose something you'd be excited about. Anything?
Yes, this is the convert phase. Fully. And keep in mind, you guys can group up. Like the girls that I mentioned doing a free challenge, they're grouping up to do this. So if you're busy, group up and do a free workout. Or BOD, there's no time required in that. If you want to do a call, group together your calls and say you're doing a group with 3 people all at the same time at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So it doesn't have to be a ton of time in this process.
And I just thought of too, this is the same for coaching. You know, if you have someone interested in coaching, that's why we're starting to offer with you guys the sneak peeks with each of you individually. That would be this micro commitment. They're committing their time to learn about it. Then they get excited. Then they're going to want to go up the ladder. Okay. So, this is our ladder. Excite phase, convert phase, we're dropping down. So this is the subscribe. So this one is free, right? Yes. So this is a free thing that we're offering. So let's see if I wrote any notes. Oh, what does this say on your thing for the question?
It says prospects opts in to receive gated content.
So this would be something that I don't want to take a lot of time for you guys because a lot of coaches work full time and I don't want you feeling like this whole process is going to take forever. So you can even use something that Beachbody already has. They have the Beachbody blog. Go there. And there's I never really go on it, but when I do, I am shocked at how much information there is. There's recipes on there. There's meal plans. There's just like unique articles. Find something there. That's free content.
Another idea based off of that, like she said, there's articles, really cool articles, guys, on like sugar, or soda, or how to break a habit, or how to get motivated on a Monday. They have everything. Take that and create your own file. Literally copy and paste it, or like just change it and create like a PDF of 3 tips to get motivated for Monday and promote it all weekend long. So you don't have to know this stuff. go find it on Beachbody On Demand or Google or something, and then just copy and paste it in your own thing that you create.
And you can do that in Google Docs. Yeah. Like it doesn't have to be, and go into Google Docs, make it save, when you click save it as a PDF. So it's really easy. Okay, other examples of what, so I wrote down PDFs, Sam wrote down PDFs, of whatever information you're interested in. One thing that I was offering for a while, there was something called the Scientific 7-minute workout. And it's literally 7 minutes, and I think it's 10 moves, and you do each one for like 30 seconds. There's a little bit of a break in between each one. So you could offer that. Sam wrote down a playlist. I think we were talking about Ashley LaSure listens to a bunch of fun music, and she has a playlist, right?
Yeah.
So you can offer someone your favorite music. Or even like sharing what we do in our mornings for our morning mojo, like the priming or getting into peak state. Share that YouTube video. Emotional eating tips.
So this is where you can get creative. So if you're not creative, take everything that we did, like take Ashley's Spotify playlist, take my emotional eating tips and all of that. But I love getting creative if I give myself the time for it. So this is where you need to know what your followers want. I did make my own 4 tips to work through emotional eating. You can totally have it. I will give it to all of you, but don't also say that you have, portion fix content and a playlist and all of these things. Pick what your followers want. My followers, just because I have chosen to market to this population, needs help with emotional eating. So if you don't struggle with that, or if you don't want to pigeonhole yourself into that market, then do the playlist or do something else. So I agree with take content from all of us, especially if you're busy, but don't just throw content out there because it's free and you have it. Really think, my ideal customer, what are they struggling with? What are they searching? What are they Googling? And how can I have a piece of content that they would want?
And so Chloe asked, so this would be stuff you could add to a free group kind of thing, or a challenge group, or in your stories.
So should I show them what I did? Because this is the opt-in list. This is opt-in.
So yeah, the idea of this is that they give you their email and name. Like in the date series, this is when you ask someone out on a date. So you didn't go on the date yet, but you're asking them out. You're seeing if they'd be interested in learning more.
Yeah, all of the value that I think you're talking about, Coley, would be in the aware and engage phase. So we're not even there yet. This is once they have engaged with you and they want your help. And so what I did, I knew for a long time that I wanted to create this like emotional eating tips. And I truly was going to do 3 videos that I would email out consecutively. And I thought it was brilliant. People would love it. And then I was just procrastinating and I went on my stories and said, would you want a 3-series video or a PDF? And some of you voted on that. So most of the people wanted a PDF. And I was like, sweet, I don't have to look nice for that. I can just create it. So that's what I created. I created it in PicMonkey. So let me pull that up for you. What did I call it? So again, if you're not creative or don't have time to be creative, do not worry about this. But like I said, I love doing this stuff. So I created this through PicMonkey. I went to PicMonkey, looked at templates of 8x5 times 11 because I just wanted it to be a full sheet of paper. And this was actually created already, but it was like for real estate or something. So I just deleted the text, created my own text here, but I used the same circles, put numbers in them. I did find these images, and obviously mine is how to work through emotional eating. And this is just truly what I have found that has helped me. And it's not too much information, but I feel like it's enough so that they get some value from it. So should I share them Kajabi too? Or is that too much? Okay. So this is the subscribe phase. I have a landing page that I created where they enter their name and email. And as soon as they do that, they're going to get an email from me. And it's just going to pop up. I think it says like download now, and it's going to download for them. So I'm using a website that I'm going to pay for, but you can do it for free on Wix and on MailChimp. Chelsea Mendoza, she's still on. She uses MailChimp. I'm sure others of you do too. You can create that landing page that says just name, email. The idea is that you have their name and email. So now you can follow up with them, see how they liked whatever content you gave them, build some excitement around it, see if they want that $7, build even more excitement, and then see if they want that challenge pack. So we're kind of working up the funnel now. But this is that one, like Gret said, that people have to subscribe to get. It's not your free content yet. I mean, it is, but it's not like get it from watching your stories. They have to subscribe to get it.
Right. So Katie, I feel like you're a super creative person. What do you have on your list?
So I was thinking about a bunch of different things. I was thinking about, my problem is I bite off more than I can chew, so I have to figure out what's going to be something that is manageable for me. But I've been really into, like, I don't know if Faith is on here. She's one of Chelsea's coaches, but her and I are doing a free group this week about, like, tactical habits. Like, just, it's literally just, what do we name it? 7 habits or something, or 7 days of habits or something like that. We named it, and it's just different habits that people can add into like different facets of their life. Just something tactical that they can we chose different like categories and we're just taking turns covering each day. So we're gonna see how that goes, but I really like the idea of doing a free group, but that's more the convert phase. So definitely I kind of skipped the subscribe phase, and I was trying to figure out like either a newsletter or I like this, but then I was trying to figure out how I was gonna keep up with people and like sending it. So I like the idea. You said, is it called MailChimp? Is that what you said? So something like that where I did, I don't know, like planning and habits and personal development and things like that. But I was trying to figure out like how often would you guys change your content and offer something new?
Well, first of all, before I forget, love the idea of personal development. I mean, we're supposed to be doing PD.
Yeah.
And to just write down your favorite books and why you like them. That's awesome. I actually haven't thought about that. I think I feel like I keep the same ones for a while, and as soon as I feel like I've talked to everyone, I start finding more new people, but also maybe create the different content.
Yeah.
But what you said in the beginning, like you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. Right now, write all the things. Choose later. This is just your list that you can come back to and say, okay, what do I want to try? And if it works, awesome. If it doesn't work, you have a whole bunch of other things on that list. So for tonight's call, just keep writing. If you have ideas, keep them coming.
Okay. Katie, for you, if you're doing that 7-day group, I know it started this week, I think, but for maybe for next month when you create this, create a PDF. I just feel like PDFs are so simple.
Yeah.
Create that with like just day one. What habit is that? And just like, because then they would get that, and then you'd be like, want to join my free group and get 7 days worth of this, and then get excitement, and then want more. So just like a little snippet. So what she's doing for her convert, she put together a $7 mini course for her missing link, which is separate from Beachbody. But before that, what is your subscribe? You're giving away like a free call or something. So it's like a snippet, a sneak peek almost.
Yeah. It's going to be like a behind the scenes. What I shared with you guys earlier about a Zoom call, sharing my screen and showing them what my program is. That's going to be the free thing. And then it's going to be the $7 thing of get access to these 3 videos instead of a PDF, because I don't like making PDFs.
Oh, really?
You do. It's not my jam.
Like, say we were going to offer them like a $7 course or something like that. Like, how would you, are they paying you through like PayPal?
I use Kajabi. Kajabi is, it is expensive. I use that for my whole program. All of my videos are on there. So it's just easy for me to use that. If not, I would use Wix or MailChimp. Or I don't know if MailChimp you can get paid through, but Wix you can.
And I think it's tough with Beachbody because they have to order through Beachbody. And I once asked if I could work with people that's not in the US, Canada, and UK. So they can't sign up for Beachbody right now. And I had this idea about, I'm just going to do the same exact thing that I do for Beachbody eligible people, for people in Australia, in South Africa, and all of these places. And I asked compliance if this was okay. And they said it would be fine and I could charge them as long as they didn't become Beachbody coaches. Like once we launch in like France, for example, they couldn't intermingle. So I'd either have them as part of this program or this program. If they wanted to switch, then I couldn't work with them. They also said I would need to create a different Instagram to promote it separately. So you'll see coaches like Gretchen's creating the missing link. There's another coach that like created her own bralettes. So granted, that's different, but they have different pages for it. So that's why for my convert my $7 thing, I'm using BOD. You know, I'm using things that I don't have to create just because I don't want to get in any situation that I would have to like somehow find out like how to use Stripe and like create my own stuff that should already technically be available for coaches, if that makes sense. Because one thing I was going to do was have calls and charge people for calls. And they were like, technically as a coach, you should already be doing that for free. So no. Okay, so can't do that.
Okay, so do you guys all have some ideas written down? And if you don't, some people, I know both of us, they went through this so fast. We're just like trying to write things down. And for some of the categories, we were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So if you don't have ideas for some of these right now, it's fine. Go back later. If you still can't think of any, reach out to your coach and they can help you. Okay. That was this one. So that was subscribe. So we've got our ladder, we've got our, I forgot the names now, our excite phase, our convert phase, our subscribe. So we're going back. And this is what you all are great at. This is engaging. How do you even know what they want to subscribe to? Because you've engaged with them. You've talked to them. You've built at least a small little relationship with them. So does this one have a question associated with it?
It says prospect reads a blog post, engages with you on social media, watches your stories or video, etc.
Yeah, and it's supposed to turn a glance into a stare. So instead of just like scrolling through Instagram, they would stop and look at whatever it is that you posted. So this one, we talked about this on the last recording too. This one is interesting. It's all about posting. I don't want to get it confused with this one. But it's all about posting what your ideal client wants to know about. So again, I went with multiple sclerosis in mind to this conference. So here, I would not be posting about multiple sclerosis. I would be posting people with MS often have a lot of fatigue. And so I would be posting really quick and easy recipes you can do from a seated position. So it'd be recipes. It's not supposed to be about your product. It's supposed to be answering their questions. So this is where you really want to already know about your avatar. Another thing we mentioned on the last call is answerthepublic.com. Super cool. Like just play around with it for your own shits and giggles too. But like if you could type in recipes and it will come up with a crap load of questions that people are asking about recipes. And it will have questions that start with will this recipe take a long time? Will this recipe keep me full? Then there's what recipes will keep me full? How, why, when, where? There's all of the different types of questions. And so you could put whatever your ideal client is interested in, put that topic in answerthepublic.com. It gives you the questions, just Google the answer. You don't even have to know the answer. So that is the engaging phase.
And Coley, this is what you were talking about by like adding value in your stories. Mm-hmm. It's like getting somebody to watch your story, they've engaged with you. Getting someone to like your post, they've engaged with you. Getting someone to comment, they've engaged with you.
Yeah. Sam says, sayings on t-shirts, like the on Fridays we wear black. Wine brands. Google maybe, or searching.
Yeah, so like I feel like my ideal client loves wine, and so I wrote down wine brands. So like just compared it. I actually saw that there was some crazy chemical that's used in something super dangerous in 3 wine brands, one of them being Barefoot, which is like the cheapest wine that I get all the time. So like things like my client would be really interested in that. So wine, healthy snacks, being a weekend warrior, calories, burnt calories, eaten calorie, like anything calorie related, my fan base wants to know about. So yeah. And I actually want to show you guys. I know Gretchen described it really well, but you're welcome. I'm going to show you Answer the Public.
Yeah, this is just the coolest.
So I'm just going to type in calories. It's a weird website, yeah. So you'll see that weird man, and then you'll type in calories, get questions. It's free, by the way, but you can only do 2 a day. So keep that in mind.
Seriously?
Yeah, because I typed it in wrong the first time, and I only had 1 more. And you can download to an Excel spreadsheet, but look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. So let's do can. Can calories be absorbed through the skin? Can calories be in decimals? Can calories from alcohol build muscle? Can calories make you fat? Can calories kill you? Let's go to will. Will calories make you fat? Will calories burn? Will 5 calories break a fast? Will 50 calories break a fast? When are calories too low? When calories are burned? Calories when so every single one that you see here.
What's good? What calories should I eat on keto? What calories are in fish and chips? What calories are in fruit?
What calories are in alcohol? I used to Google that when I was obsessed with calories, like lowest calorie alcoholic beverages.
Yeah. So just, again, write down your ideas of things that your avatar, your ideal client would be interested in. And you can do this, only 2 per day, apparently. And just write down the questions that pique your interest. Google the answers if you don't know.
And this is the value. This is the engage phase. So you're giving value enough for someone to be like, I like that girl. Or I like that post. I like that about myself. And I got myself.
So go ahead and write down things that you would want to engage with, or you think that your ideal client would be interested in, that would turn their glance into a stare. And this would be the same thing if they keep watching your stories, if they keep tapping to the next one versus just swiping to the next person. So it doesn't need to be like, you may not know that you're doing this effectively unless you go to search for it, like how many people are continuing to watch your stories, or maybe likes that you're getting on your posts. Remembering it's about the customer, not the product. You're answering in your post their questions. Mm-hmm. And another tip that I gave Kelsey Johnson like a year ago, I think, was if you guys ever Google anything, other people have that same question. So whatever you're Googling, make a post about it. In her case, she had just had her baby Lily at some point around that time, and she was telling me that she Googles like what poop means. Like, I know that other people have that question. Like,
there's a whole book on it.
Yeah, there's like 5 books on it. Like, especially for new moms, like write down what you find. So that was fun. Okay, I'm gonna call on someone. Ambreen, are you there? Chloe says
she is. She unmuted herself.
Okay. Are you using the 2-week trial?
Oh, do you mean the Kajabi 2-week trial or BOD 2-week trial?
In the last section, when you were talking about like with subscribing, you were talking about like Gretchen's going to use the $7 thing for her MS, and you said, "Oh, I'm going to use BOD for that." Were you talking about using like the 2-week trial?
So the $7 thing is the convert. The subscribe. So as you know, we can like go the fitness route, we can go nutrition route, we can go mindset, we can go motivation. There's so much that I'm really honing in on emotional eating, like that PDF. That is my subscribe. I just don't have the brain capacity to think about everything else. So what I'm doing is I created that opt-in of the how to work through emotional eating. That's my subscribe. My convert, my $7, I'm sticking with Beachbody just because I just want to use what we have. So I'm actually going to go with Shakeology and somehow pitch. I haven't developed it yet, but think of like, I eat healthier knowing that I had my shake for breakfast because I paid for it and I don't want my money to go down the drain. So sample these shakes. So get them the sampler pack. And then I'm going to email them probably recipes, or maybe I'll call them or text them or something, build the excitement phase, and then go in with the full challenge pack. So BOD trial for me would be the convert phase though. So you need something before then that would would pique their interest enough to try BOD.
And I do think it gets a little confusing because the subscribe phase are supposed to subscribe to something. So I at least was a little confused on that too. But yes, it is different than the price, like than the $7 or $20 thing, or $5, whatever.
I saw Jessica said, I have an email list and send coupons for my gym and such. I send out every month. That's cool. Nice. So what would that be? An email list and you send coupons. That would be Subscribe.
Yeah.
So I don't know which one you said you do that for. To me, that's something free that people can sign up for, right?
Yeah, it's a Subscribe. Every month I send out recipes.
I love it. So then make sure that you have a convert. Maybe come up with your own little PDF, $7 worth of your favorite recipes, favorite 20 minutes and under recipes.
Katie asked, would you be promoting new content on the weekly? You already answered that.
Yeah, like I agree with Gretchen. I'm going to run with this emotional eating thing for at least a month just because I feel like I don't have the time or capacity or brain anything to like do anything more than that. So I'm just come up with one thing that you love and then roll with that.
And remember to share it too with Fit Vibes Tribe. If you guys want to, if you don't have time to make something of your own, then maybe see if you can borrow someone else's. Or if you did make one, you want to swap with someone. I don't want this to take you guys too much time. Okay, back to Ambreen. What's your ideas for engaging?
Maybe she left. Maybe she left. This page is
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now we can hear you. Did she say that?
Okay, so I would post something about getting quality sleep and maybe share like a short yoga sequence to help with the sleeping, because my whole point is that of holistic living, and it just matches up with the fact that I'm a yoga instructor. And then besides that, I would post something about coffee, tea, or maybe hiking to have more engagement with them.
Love it. Go to Answer the Public, type in yoga, type in holistic, type in coffee, all of that, and that'll give you like a billion days worth of content.
Yeah. And pro tip, get all that content at once so you know what you're going to be posting for the whole week, so that you don't feel like you're constantly creating. I've gotten out of the habit of this, but for a couple of weeks there, on Sundays, I would plan my whole post for the week, and it was amazing. Yes, it took time on Sunday, but it saved so much time throughout the week, so much stress, because I wasn't thinking, what am I going to post today? It was a game changer. So if you haven't, at least try it.
Planning works great, and I've been doing that, but sometimes planning the post itself is very time consuming for me personally. And sometimes I find that just posting spontaneously about whatever I'm thinking at that moment just works great at times as well. So I try to do the balance between the planning of the post and just spontaneously whatever is in my head and then just posting it on the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I like the combo. So I think she was saying like post daily stuff, like what's happening and whatnot, but also add value. When you go to Answer the Public, certain things will pop out to you. So like when I read like calories and alcoholic beverages, it brought me back to when I would literally Google, I think tequila is the lowest in sugar, like gin and club soda is one of the lowest in calories, wine has 100, like I just know this off of the top of my head because that's what I used to do. So when you look at content that you can create, pick the ones that you know about or that you used to know about or that you're just drawn to and you're really excited for. If you have to take time to Google it or like be like, okay, I should do this, then it's going to take much longer.
Right. I agree.
Monthly content calendar is super helpful. Yeah, good point, Coley. Okay, so then the last phase of going backwards is basically just getting them to be aware. So their suggestions, not that I'm suggesting you guys do this first one, but it was to buy ads, but also just be present on Facebook, Instagram, Google, and YouTube. Those were their ideas. I just, as of like this weekend, I'm trying to get into YouTube because YouTube is it's a search engine. I never really thought of it in that way, but I was watching a training on it, and it's saying it's this, behind Google, it's the next most popular search engine. So all these questions you're going to be answering, if you wanted to create a 5-minute or less video of you answering it, post it on YouTube. You know, it's just another way. And on YouTube, maybe you have your email that they can email you if they want more info. And you tell them in the video, email me if you have any questions. So not that I want you guys spending more time. If that just seems overwhelming, don't worry about that. But be present at least on Facebook and Instagram, just so people see you out there.
Like the 5-3-1 method.
Yeah. So, okay, so we started with the ladder, we went back this way. So I'm gonna go this way and then we'll cover the last two, which are pretty quick and easy. So starting here, it was the aware phase. So you're gonna be on Instagram, on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever you want can be on. This is going to be the engage phase. You're posting things that your ideal client, your avatar, wants to know and would be interested in. And they're going to turn their glance into a stare. They're going to keep watching your stories. They're going to scroll through your posts to see what other valuable content you have. And then this one is going to be, maybe you've already had a conversation with them or maybe not. This one, you're definitely having a conversation with them, or they found your free Wix website and they're going to subscribe to some level of free content, whether that's maybe a call with you, a PDF, a video that you're going to share, a blog from Beachbody. Then they're going to like that, and you're going to offer something $20 or less. So you have your whole list of different things that could be. It's going to be so good, and you're going to remember to follow up with them, that they're going to get super excited because they want to get more of this. They want to get results. They want to be in the community. And then you've got your challenge pack and add-ons and or upsells. So that's where we've gone so far. And just how different is that, guys, from jumping from here to here? Like, we're adding so much more content, ideally for not much more free time. If you are able to get one of the free websites up and running, they could just find your website. And one thing I think I took away from this presentation was that he said this can go on in one day. You can jump from here to here in one day. It's not like, okay, this is going to be at least 2 months of this. It can, for some people, maybe it'll take a month, 2 months, 6 months, but it also can be as quick as one day. So they're super excited, they're getting your shit. And then this one is they're going to be an advocate because they love these products, they love you, they love the accountability, they love everything you've offered them so far. So they're going to start talking about you. So this is one where they can get like some type of merchandise, if you will. Like maybe they get our On Fridays We Wear Black tank tops. They were saying you could get stickers.
Yeah, it's like we need to give them an incentive to be an advocate. So that I wrote On Fridays We Wear Black. By the way, if you're in Fit Squad Nation, this is the tank top. On Fridays We Wear Black. On the back it says Fit Squad Nation. So my idea is, once they buy all the things and maybe in their group for 2 weeks, gift them one of these. And well, first say, tell me all about your progress. How do you feel? You know, all of that stuff. Once they tell me, then say, great, I'm going to gift you a tank top. And then it seamlessly goes into the next one.
Yeah. Testimonial, share feedback. Oh, right, you have to share feedback.
Yeah, you need to get them to share feedback. That way they naturally will start sharing it. You can share what they said. And then immediately after they give you that testimonial or they give you their feedback, that's when you say, you know what? It's the promote phase. Like, they should promote it. You would be an amazing coach. Have you ever thought of that? Or I feel like your family and friends might want to do this too. Have you ever thought about asking them? Or would you be open to referring me to your network? Or do you just want to start saving on the discounts? You guys, we've been offering discount coaching. Again, we like engage with them and go right for a challenge pack and discount coaching. We need to get them results first and then go in for the discount / hopefully working coach.
Yeah, their main push for this category, the promote category, was a referral program.
Yeah.
Beachbody is amazing because we do have so many different avenues. Like, they could become a discount coach or an active working coach. Look at that baby on the ground.
I know.
Cute.
Steph.
But referrals, like if they say no to coaching or discount coaching, ask them, because they're an advocate and because they've loved everything you've offered them so far, why would they not talk about you to their friends or give you the name of someone that they know? So that's it. I mean, it sounds like a lot, and hopefully you guys have a lot of ideas written down. We can send you the blank one. You can go to the one that has the questions that Sam already posted. But this is the way that you're supposed to go through all of your conversations.
I want to say that I think that this is going to separate, and I said this on the last call, I think this is going to separate those of us that just want to help a couple people are totally fine having the conversations versus those who want to build something. Because if you can't tell, it takes time to build all of this. I think it's worth it. This has been in the back of my mind for 3 years when I first started to learn about this, and learning it again for like the 5th time. I'm like, I just need to implement this because it keeps popping up for a reason. So I do think it'll be worth it. We will make it easy, hopefully easier for you guys by reusing content. But just give yourself some grace in this process. Know that it's not going to be, you're not going to come up with a PDF right away and have a website. I don't even have a website. I'm just doing like a landing page to get emails. And then, you know, sending out recurring emails, which again, you can do for free. Grant, what would you say if they wanted to start this? Where would you tell them to start? What phase or what step?
I would say if you were to start, well, so one thing that they pointed out to us, which I really liked, was don't start attracting more people to you if you don't have all your ducks in a row. Like, so don't, not that you would do this, but don't buy a ton of ads and like get people to your page if you're like, oh shit, I have nothing for them to subscribe to, and I don't even have a $7 content either, and they're not going to get excited. You know, so you do want to spend some time creating that. So I would say maybe the convert phase.
Find out what you want to
find out what you'd want to do, and then I would go to the subscribe phase from there. Those are the 2 areas. And I will say 2 things. They're kind of contradictory. But number one, unless you have a lot of time to spend on this, I don't think you'll get it all done in one sitting. No. You know, it's going to take a while, a decent amount of time. So in the meantime, do what you've been doing. It's been working so far, hopefully. So keep following people, do everything you know how to do. With that said, once you have all your ducks in a row and you know what you're going to be offering, one thing I'm working on is trying to get out of my habits. I am in a habit right now of Mondays is adding new people, Tuesdays is connecting with them, invites, follow-ups, the same things over and over again. So it's easy. It's my fallback because I know what to do. This is going to be very different. So once you have everything in place, put this right next to your computer or wherever you work, and remember, what is your goal? So that the goal is not immediately to invite. You need to first subscribe to something for free and then go from there. So in the meantime, still fall back on that. Don't get super overwhelmed with this. If you do, you're just going to completely stop doing anything at all. So start with something easy. You'll work your way up to it.
And have fun with it. Yeah. Like, Gretchen doesn't like PDFs. I love PDFs. And so creating that emotional eating thing, it took me a couple hours, but it was so fun for me. And you haven't seen me post about it at all yet. I'm not promoting it yet because I don't have my convert, and I just want to make sure, like, okay, now I have your emails, but now what? Now I need to like do that. So I'm still in the process of putting it all together, but give yourself time, especially if you're still inviting and following up. Have fun with it. And I'm like so excited to start implementing it, even though I'm not ready now, just because I see that, like, my vision is like Gretchen woke up today and she's like, oh my gosh, someone signed up for the missing link, which is our other program. And I'm like, that's what I'm going to be sleeping, and people are going to be enrolling for my emotional eating tips, or enrolling for Beachbody On Demand, or getting a Shakeology sampler pack without any conversations from me. And, you know, like I said, we still will have to do the 5-3-1, expanding, doing that, all of the things. But we don't have to rely on those conversations that last 15 weeks before they actually sign up if we don't want to. And I think this is the way to do it.
One last thing I'll say, then I'll let you guys go, is, oh no, am I going to forget it? No, okay. So Sam said she hasn't really been sharing that she's been doing it. I would say share. I learned recently that so many people, usually it's like new business people, or if you have a new product that you're going to be launching or something new, you're working on it behind the scenes. So it comes to be your launch day, you're on your stories, you're posting, you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited, look at all this, but no one else cares. They don't, because it's the first time they're hearing about it. So if you're sharing in your stories, sharing in your posts that you're developing something, you don't actually have to share the product, the PDF, the playlist, whatever it is. But do share that you're working on something, so that when you say it's here, people know what the fuck you're talking about. It's not just like, what is that? Cool, sounds good for you. That they like actually want, oh, I want in, what is that? So do talk about it.
And give options too. Like I said, I asked my followers if they would want a 3-video mini series or a PDF. And it's a PDF. So yeah, even if you get like your husband to answer one and your sister to answer, like it doesn't have to be like tons of comments and tons of poll responses, but just put it out there, see what people say.
People want to give you their opinion. I too have been doing more polls on my Missing Link account, and I'm also going to be applying this to Beachbody, don't get me wrong. But on my other account, I recently have been adding subtitles, and so I did a poll today. Do you prefer subtitles that are word for word or all at once? And then I did another one. Would you rather have a one-on-one call with me or a recording? And thank the Lord, people are choosing recording, because like that's less time for me. Like I can just send you that recording. So ask questions, ask as you're developing this, share you're developing something, ask what they want to know, whatever would help you figure out what they want.
You guys, I love the look on all of your faces. You all look like you're already starting to think, and I love it. Take everything we said with a grain of salt. I did share the version of this that has text in it in the event page. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to search and see if I can get a blank copy, and I encourage you guys to fill it out. And like Gretchen said, literally paste it like right wherever you work so that you know, okay, today I'm working on the convert phase or the subscribe phase. And then once you're all done with it, know like, okay, what value am I going to add today? So take it with a grain of salt. Once you wrap your head around it, it's going to be smooth sailing. Like, why did I ever not do business this way?
And I really think it's going to be a game changer. I don't know of any other team for Beachbody that's doing something like this. It is going to take that time to get it going, but I think it's going to be a game changer, especially for everyone working full time, just to have something that, even if it's one person a month that signs up because they found your website. How awesome is that? So I think it'll be awesome.
Any questions? I'm almost afraid to ask. I feel like there's going to be or are you just epically confused right now?
Like
how are you guys feeling?
I feel like, oh, go ahead, Kate.
Oh, sorry, Coley, I love you. So I am really excited about everything we talked about. But one thing I realized is I think that I haven't quite centered in, I don't know if that's the word I want, on what my followers want to see. So I started just putting a bunch of random pictures together, and I'm going to put a bunch of polls in my story and be like, what do you want to see more of? This or this, this or this? Because they're telling me exactly what they want to see. And then from there, I'm going to figure out what I should do and just come up with a plan for whatever my first thing is going to be and do like a 1 month thing. So like so what did I write down? I wrote down that whatever the subscribe is, based on what I get that feedback in my stories, whatever the subscribe is, I'm going to then base a free group 1 week a month off of. And then from there, get them in a challenge group, hopefully.
Well, love that. And I love the idea of putting a photo behind it, but also you could just choose the type screen. So like I did that once, and I got a lot of people commenting. Also keep in mind though, if you don't have people voting on your polls, just do it again. Do it next week. You know, yeah. I honestly, I've been a coach for 3.5 years. I sometimes, especially with my fitness polls, I'm the only one voting, maybe Sam.
Yeah.
Like, don't be discouraged by that. So, but I love that idea of asking, you know, literally, what do you want to see from my page?
Yeah. And sprinkle in other things too, because I did that once and it was really eye-opening. And I would do like meals or like workouts, but I would also do home decor or pets. You know, so it was a mixture. It's like a whole bunch of things. And like you're so artsy, Katie. You should put like painting or drawing or like wall hang, you know, and things like that.
I like it. I'm excited.
Holly, what were you gonna say?
She doesn't remember.
I don't remember what I was gonna say. I'm like multitasking and listening. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with like, because of work and stuff, I think I'm going to go towards the how to like make meals into vegetarian meals and how to like shop and eat and make easy, quick, healthy food.
Love
like,
it.
Meals.
Trader Joe's hats. That meal that you gave me, that one meal, game changer.
The lentil dip one?
Yes. You need to share that.
I have so many of those up my sleeve.
Yeah.
I was thinking too, if any of you guys are frugal, write your tips for saving money. Like I would love that. And I see Nicole Faulkner all the time posting about how frugal I think she's even called Frugal Fit Mama now on Instagram. She's always posting about that, even with a family of 4. So like, it doesn't even have to be recipe and like workout related. It can be like frugal tips or Trader Joe's, like how to work your way around a grocery store, you know, things like that. Love it.
I was thinking of doing like a grocery store tour kind of thing there. But I feel like that could go really long. Because I'd be like, ooh, you want to get this, or ooh, you want to get that, ooh, this, ooh, that.
Maybe from this one refrigerator section, this is what you want.
Yeah.
Coley,
Yeah.
Your subscribe phase could be like, subscribe to get a tour of Trader Joe's, or come up with something better than that. And then they get an email, and then it's an email series. Week 1 or day 1, whatever you want it to be, is like produce aisle, how to find what you want. Week or day 2 is, I don't know what aisles you have. Pick an aisle number 2, aisle number 3. And so, because I do think that it's not going to be as simple as like subscribe, super challenge. That's the idea. We need something in between for those people who aren't ready. So that could be like the email. Like once they sign up, they're still getting emails from you every single week.
Yeah, and I already do have a Trader Joe's grocery shopping list for the portion control like thing, like what to get there that's in the blue, what to get there that's in the green, like that kind of thing. So I already have that.
That's your free content.
Or else you could use that as the convert. They could buy, like charge them $11 for the Trader Joe's portion control grocery shopping, and buy on your own the portion control containers, and then send them that with like a little note.
I think the containers are $9.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that, 9 or 11. So I could, if they purchase the containers, I could send them that grocery list with that, since they already purchased it.
How would she charge them though?
Oh, right. She would need like I don't know how to charge people.
The only thing you can charge for is Beachbody products.
So they would have to buy that.
So she or he would buy the containers.
And then I would gift them the grocery list of the portion controlled grocery list.
Yeah.
Got the wheels turning there, girlfriends.
But how would they know how many of each container and what plan to eat on?
What'd you say?
Like if you did, like I think it's a great idea, but how would they know how much of each container to use and like what meal plan to eat on? Like you can't give them all that. That's way too much.
Yeah. Well, I think for now though, obviously, well, hopefully they'd get excited just from getting them, so they'd want to purchase Ultimate Portion Fix. But at least for now, it is portion control. Like if they wanted to just measure out their carbs, here you go. That's 1 per meal. You know, and you could even say, it does get more specific than this, but for starters, let's just get you to have the right portion sizes.
Then the excite phase is what I was writing down in mine. Like they wake up and they actually feel better. They wake up and they're like, oh my gosh, I actually lost weight and I had rice with my dinner, you know? So it's like building excitement from all of
that. But if they're like, well, I want the whole thing, they're already excited, jump to the ladder.
Yeah.
You know, you don't feel like you have to hold people back because we're supposed to be going this order. If they're already excited and they want what you have to offer, go up the ladder.
We can feel salted, that's okay. Yeah, if they want to skip me. Yeah. Cool. Brittany says, her mind is fucking blown, dude, literally. Yeah, so I love Gretchen's tip earlier. I would honestly love for you guys to just spend, tonight if you're going to stay up, and tomorrow, maybe the next day, just writing down ideas. Get it all out on pen and paper, and then you're going to naturally gravitate towards what you want to do. What idea you want to run with. Run with one idea. It's too much work to do anything more than that. Run with one. I say start with the subscribe phase, or like Gretchen said, the convert phase, one of those two, either one. And we're here to help you too. So if you ever have any questions about what it is, when to do it, how to do it, then let us know.
If you already, just jumping back in, so I said convert first, then subscribe. But thinking again, we already have the convert. It's already set up. The Beachbody's product is what you're going to be offering, one of the cheaper ones. So with that in mind, maybe just pick what you want to offer and then jump to the subscribe. Because the creating content really will be in the engaging, so it'll be your posts, and then the subscribe phases. Thanks for joining, guys.
Yeah, thank you. I know it was a lot of information. Take a nice deep
These
breath.
are the warriors. They lasted all
I know,
hour.
we have 10 still with us. Thank you guys so much. Again, we're here if you have any questions. We will try and find a blank sheet just so that you can write it out on your own. If not, you can literally just write it on a piece of paper, but it's pretty, so.
I think we do have one. Yeah, cool. Oh, boomerang. Chloe just reminded me.
Okay, let's do it.
Can you do it in the pen? I need something fun. I don't know.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Cute. Love it, guys. Thank you again for hopping on. Thank you, Greg, for taking us through that. Take a nice deep breath in and know that everything is going to be okay, and our team is going to thrive based off of all of the new ideas that we have. And thank you. UCLA Law. Bye, guys. Jinx. Jinx.